and welcome to Two Tired Teachers coming at you from
Palmetto State Park. It's out of San Antonio, Houston, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. This park is divided into two distinct campgrounds. One is just water only and small sites.
Yes.
And this was our site. It was awesome, site number 24, but you can see there are 5 sites right in a row. And this is just kind of a panorama. Down that road in the water only, they're a little bit more spread out.
Yes.
And so if you're interested in that, just a kind of a heads up there. And then this is a day use playground area that gets pretty heavy use. And we enjoyed being there. This is, I mean, you can tell, it's a beautiful park.
Yes. Then these are the water and electric sites. They are definitely defined.
And you do have some room.
And they're well shaded.
And we didn't, by the time we made reservations, we didn't have a choice of any of these. And this is a park that is small, and so if you're going to be coming here, reservations are highly suggested. Yes. Because these were completely full the night we got there, and I think most of the time we were there, the people had just left that morning. We saw several people leaving. We do want to tell you that the road coming into this campground is very narrow. It's basically a one-lane road.
That has two-way traffic.
So you do want to use caution. It's a couple of miles to drive there, but it's from the water only sites and the little lake that's over there, but it's a really short walk. And this was just a glimpse of the outside ring. And then the sites that are in the middle, once again, all of these were full, but a lot of people had left. But you can see well shaded, well defined sites. This is one from the other side, and then here's one from this side. So you can see they have them kind of alternating.
Yes.
Backing in, and all of them are back-end sites. And we saw some decent-sized rigs. So if you go to the Texas State Park website, you can look and see what length these will accommodate. This is the path that goes down and between the two campgrounds. And it's really a short walk. And it goes across the San Marcos River. And for those of you who live on a real river, this is nothing. But from our part of Texas, this is an actual river.
Yes.
And so it was fun to go down and see this. We will tell you our time here was cut a little short.
Yes.
We were trying out some solar, had an issue, and spent most of our down day in San Antonio. But the afternoon we got there, Theo and I got to go hike, and all of the trails
look wonderful.
All of the trails that we saw were this well defined and this well kept. And I think one of the reasons
there are various snakes in the park.
Matter of fact, there are some trails that tell you, warning, look out for snakes. And so I have a feeling that if they keep all the vegetation and stuff down, it keeps the snakes off of the trails quite as much. But all around, you see these natural benches that they've just made out of wood.
The reason it's called the palmetto is because of the palmettos.
The palmetto plants. And this has a swamp region. It's a part of Texas we've never seen before, anything like it. And these pictures of all of these trails are over in the water only side. This trail is on the water and electric side. And I wanted to find out what exactly they were telling me about snakes, since I was going to walk down there just a little bit. And you can see, this is just gorgeous. And we've traveled, I would say, fairly extensively in Texas and never seen anything that comes close to this. Didn't even realize it existed until we were looking at various state parks kind of down in this area.
This is a CCC well that was built back in the 30s.
And you can see here, it still works. And it was really interesting to see that it was still working. And like I said, it's kind of a swamp area around, and not something we're used to seeing.
Yes.
And then as we come around here, you're going to see that, once again, there's another one of those kind of what I'll call natural benches, just made out of logs, and all of the palmetto plants just completely surrounding this area. And it was gorgeous. We were here in the spring, and it was really, really pretty.
This building is for rent. It is in the group area.
And it's another CCC building.
It's another CCC building.
And so you need reservations if you're going to be having some sort of big event. Now, there's a parasite in South Texas. It's not just this park. And it starts off with that little ball, and then it looks kind of like moss.
In a rope looking.
Now, thanks to Ladybird Johnson, if you're driving in Texas in the spring, you may look out and see a blue field or a red field or a yellow field, and it's the wildflowers. And then, once again, in this park, there are a lot of these palmetto.
Sharon, what are your final thoughts of Palmetto State Park?
It is gorgeous.
I love the looks of it.
It is a very unique park. We've been to a lot of Texas state parks and never seen anything that with the vegetation like this one.
Yes.
I am looking forward to coming back when we can actually spend more time at the park. And it's just been the way that our time went, and being able to, we didn't know about spring break, this part of Texas being different than where we were, so we just didn't have much time there, and then the time we had was shot. Fortunately, got there early enough to see some of it, and we enjoyed it. We'll say that when we go back, because we're small, we can fit in the water-only sites. And while we had the best site in the park, probably, in my opinion, out of all of the sites, that Site 24 was nice. But those 5 sites were packed in so much that if we take the other end, they're a little more spread out. And so it's a gorgeous park, and my final thoughts are I'm looking forward to coming back when we can just have some downtime here.
Yes, I am too, Sharon. I didn't get to hike any of the trails, and I had wanted to, but just didn't happen.
Yeah. So it's one of those things that you just kind of have to go along with the flow, and we've loved our brief time here and are looking forward to a little bit more, and hopefully you've gotten some idea of what the park looks like. We were able to get out and do some filming. We had a little bit of time and enjoyed the time that we had.
And it is a park we will visit again.
Definitely. Thanks for watching Two Tired Teachers.